task is certainly accomplished from learner Tien, regardless of outcome here in this third set. Basavareddy serves to start it. Positive thing for him, the 19-year-old out of Indiana. And ultimately, that's kind of the trick, right? Is he has to get back to that stage of attacking, getting Tien stretched early in the point.
Play lead.
So that will be essentially a warning for Basavareddy,
Play
right?
the point. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Basavareddy lost the ball from the pocket. Due to this, we need to replay the point the first time. Second time, he will lose the point. Thank you very much. 30 love. Let. First service. Ball coming, Julie. Thank you. $40-50.
Got a couple of them in the second set. Great angle cut off there by learner Tien. Saw that ball floating just a little bit, and yeah, there's
40-30.
Yeah, it feels like the MPH, the ability to kind of flatten out through the court from Basavareddy kind of disappeared from him. Some of those balls started sailing, and as a result, maybe just a little bit tentative with what he wants to do off the ground. So Tien has been so steady for the last month and a half, really. But yeah, just comfortably taking the mistakes that are given to him and punishing them. disappointing for Tien, right?
Game Basavareddy.
And does all that work, gets back to essentially
First
a neutral
game, final
ball,
set.
middle of the court, and a little bit of a decel on that forehand. So Basavareddy, that was a pretty important hold for him to just kind of stay out in front early in this third set. He leads 1-love. Mike Cation with you, Mike Z Tennis, on your various forms of social media. We will be back in USTA Pro Circuit territory in a couple weeks from now as we head to the XS Tennis Center, XS Tennis Village on the south side of Chicago. It's interesting, our new production team, Alessandro and crew and the rest of the team, you know, listen, you guys are all from Italy and you're going to be trying Chicago deep dish pizza. It's going to be a real experience for you, so hopefully it lives up to that high standard. It'll be a fun week for us in Chicago. Lerner Tien, love 1. That still hasn't hit that high backhand volley. Missed 2 of them here.
Love 15. No. 15 all. $30.50.
That's absolutely picture perfect, and that point
40-15.
should be played thousands of times over the next. For Lerner Tien. Absolutely, well done. What a stretch, what a reach by Nishesh.
40-30. Game Tien.
Yeah, it's been so interesting to see Nishesh just get a little bit tentative here. And again, it could be a lot of different things we won't know until, you know, the post-match analysis
1 game all.
conversation with him. But just that tentative nature, so different than where he was through, you know, the early stages of the first, early stages of the second, taking things early and pushing Tien around, and Lerner's just not let that happen. Better, right?
15 love. Yep.
Started with the return
15 all.
with great depth from Tien.
Yep. 30,
Just
50.
caught the back of the line, right in front of Ozan Barris. Nishesh's doubles partner, the rising junior at Michigan State University in East Lansing, a couple hours away. Well, he finally hit one. Tien with a smile on his face, actually. Now 1 of 3 on this particular
40,
shot,
15.
but certainly knew exactly where it was going to go, and Basavareddy coming up with the goods up the line for game points. Yes! No! Just wide. Oh my goodness.
Game Basavareddy.
Seeing the craft and creativity from both of these guys right now. It's 2-1. It is early in the third.
Basavareddy leads 2 games to 1. Was out.
Oh, Tien didn't even know.
Little bit, but it was out.
Tien didn't know. He thought he hit it. Yeah, 2-1. We are on serve early in the third. Manufactured two-shot pass off of a serve. Does just enough there in anticipating that one towards that backhand, and understandably so, considering some of the struggles he's had on that wing. Biggest opening that Nishesh has had in a while. It's love 30.
Oh. 15-30.
Outside of the line, just very comfortable and again controlled.
30 all.
Listen, we know his level is very high, but on top of it, just doesn't seem to get flustered. Tien. I mean, this, you put together this type of a win streak, you just breathe that confidence in the big spots. That doesn't guarantee a win by any means, but you just feel like it's not going to be because of mistakes from him.
Yep.
I feel like you're going to have to
40-30.
pry it out of his hands. Game point here for Tien.
Let. For service. Game Tien.
Kind of a deficit situation. Tien
2 games all.
stays level, 2-0. First of what will be likely many battles between these two. Just a third All-American. A teenage final at the challenger level, joining Ruben Paul in 2015 in Charlottesville, Fritz and Donaldson 2015 in Sacramento.
Fifth, 15 love.
One of these two will also, of course, join a long list of
Can't overrule it. I'm not sure.
American teenagers who have won challenger titles over the last several years. Mickelson, Tiafoe, Mo, Kozlov, along with Fritz. Yeah.
15 all.
And Noah Rubin. I have to unfortunately include him in there as well. Love to see the unforced error count from Tien since I was down at a break 2 love. It has to be less than 5, right? Unforced errors. Definitely some forced errors, but less than a handful. Whereas on the other side, Basavareddy really struggling with it, right?
15-30.
Specifically off that backhand wing. First break chances of this third set go to Lerner Tien after another error off of that backhand wing. And that's pushed wide as well. Lerner Tien in control of his own destiny. Break lead, 3-2 in the third. Well, Lerner Tien, on top of the fact that he has found a way to be pretty dominant here over the last set and a half, has not faced a break chance since going down a break 1 love in the second. He serves here 3-2. Haven't seen too many net appearances from
Love
Basavareddy
15.
during this stretch, and again, that partially due to the quality from his opponent here. Tien not giving away too many short balls right now, just so locked in on finding that consistent depth, keeping Basavareddy back there, and also...
What's the problem?
Okay, so we've got a physio visit here for Nishesh Basavareddy coming. So that is interesting to see.
all.
Yeah, that's a ball, and he says it
for next changeover
to his team, but that has to be made at love 15 second serve.
Or quadricipit of the lefty. I didn't pick it up that quick.
Yeah, he said quad, left quad.
I'm not overruling it. Could be out, but I'm not over too close.
Too close, says our chair
30-50.
on this particular call up here.
I have the mark. Okay, I agree, but I'm not sure that there's space.
Yeah, you hear it from our chair umpire saying not sure that there's space, but yeah, so we've got a quad issue. That is the problem for Basavareddy physically here. And again, he's gotten 2 retirement victories the last couple days.
40-50.
And the ace to shut that down, stretch the lead 4-2 here. Ball change as well.
Tien leads 4 games to 2.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of one of those matches that
thank you very much.
you want to take a second look at the second set in particular. Just that stretch from 2-love to 5-2 in approximately 15-20 minutes.
Thank you, Alan.
That's what I'm sure Nishesh is going to have some mental hurdles to jump over, to think about that particular stretch, what happened and how fast it happened. Still plenty of time here. But yeah, now that back against the wall, new ball's 2-4.
love. Love. Love.
Back-to-back aces, first aces of the set. Oh, that is certainly what the doctor ordered. And speaking of doctors, the physio is on the way. I said, listen, he's playing at top 100 level right now. And the response from someone who is actually over at Wimbledon, can he sustain it for several months in a row? And it's a fair point, and I think it's going to be the question for him. And listen, when Nishesh, whenever it is that he does make this big picture decision to say, I'm leaving Stanford, and potentially a U.S. Open paycheck mixed in there, I don't know that there's going to be anything more important for him than getting that full-time physio to travel with him in the first couple of years. Because I think we know the tennis is up to snuff. And if he gets and keeps that body where it needs to be, then then we have that discussion. But right now, Tien, this is pretty remarkable. And again, speaking of injuries, having missed a couple of months right before this incredible winning streak.
40 love.
Learner Tien's one game away from his first challenger title and a remarkable 20th win in a row, 5-3. And a last gasp here for Nishesh Basavareddy about an hour ago was a set and a break to the good.
Lead, first service.
The question is, does Nishesh have that
15 love
in him repeatedly for another half an hour?
I can't see it. $15 all.
That might be, and again, there's not a lot of time to make a ton of adjustments, right? But that might be the adjustment he has to make, is just go that little bit bigger earlier in the points. Has the capability, and the leg might not allow for much longer.
Basavareddy. Balls on the right. 40-15.
Oof.
40-30.
Second of the set for him. Nishesh has forced the issue. Has gotten it to 5-4. We'll see if Leonard Tien
5 games to 4.
can serve his way. Just the composure for this 18-year-old who serves for a title at 5-4. That's really good depth. Challenging Tien there, right into the body too from Basavareddy. And again, it's off that forehand right with a little bit more injection of pace there. Above all else, has to make sure he asks a question each point. right play,
15
just
all.
off on the execution, and that backhand has definitely let him down on the day.
$30-50. Let first service.
Those weren't missing early in the day.
40-50.
Learner Tien, remarkable consistency, remarkable mental fortitude, 2 championship points. Learner Tien's rows continue to bloom in Bloomfield Hills. His 20th straight victory and his